Okay, this is part 3, guys. So, they're in the water, like, practically drowning, and then he, like, it's so sad, like, Walter, they're trying to swim, and Peter's trying to swim, and then Peter's, like, slowly, like, floats down, he's like, and then he sees Walter up there, and they're floating away from each other, like, it's so dramatic. And then suddenly, this figure, like, whoops in, sorry, my phone again, like, swooshes into the water, and, like, saves them both. And it's awesome. Guess who that is? Yes, that's right. It's September. If you remember, like, I don't know when, but Walter was talking about how the Observer saved them both when they were drowning in a lake. And how he could never repay him or something like that. But the Observer saved him. That's the point. September. So, like, Walter wakes up in a car and the Observer's next to him. And then the Observer's doing the whole thing where, like, he knows what you're saying before you say it. So he's like, who are you? You're the man in the water. No, you're the man from the lab, and stuff. And then he's like, why did you save me? And he's like, the boy is important. He must live. Oh, that reminds me of another thing I forgot. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Okay, way back, I don't remember exactly at what point, August and, I think it's December, I don't know. But August and the other Observer that we saw in August, the episode August, they're at Back to the Future, and they have little slushies. It's pretty funny. But anyway, September, he's like, I made a mistake, and he's like, Dr. Bishop was making a cure for the boy, and I distracted him, and Peter was going to die or something. And it's like, you created a whole new set of probabilities. Oh no, you made a mistake, you made an error or something. And he's like, but you'll have a chance to correct it. And then they walk away. So, anyway, back to the car. Walter's in there, Peter's sleeping in the back, and he's okay. Whew, thank God. Okay, and then, so the Observer's like, the boy is important, he must live. Which I'm pretty sure that it's just because he needs him to live, because he made a mistake with distracting Walter, and, distracting Walternet, of course. And, so, yeah, he just says he must live, and then he's like, your lab is 6 blocks away from here, can you drive? And so he's like, of course, and then the Observer, like, disappears as soon as he gets out of the car. So Walter, like, drives back to his lab in this universe, obviously. Also, the Observer said that, Dr. Warren and Nina left to get medical attention, but I thought that was pretty obvious, so, yeah, they weren't there because Nina's arm was all, woo, that's why she has the robot arm. Yeah, I already said that. Okay, so anyway, they're back, he's back in the lab, and Dr. Warren's like, he's like, oh, thanks for coming, Doctor. And she's like, oh, of course. And then, so Peter's looking pretty good. He's still like, either, is he sleeping or unconscious? I don't know. He's just lying there on the bed, looks like he's sleeping. And then, I don't know where Dr. Warren is. But then Elizabeth comes in and she's like, Walter, where were you last night? I was worried about you or something. And then she sees Peter, like, lying there on the bed. And she's like, oh my gosh. And then she's like, how? And he's like, and he took him from the alternate universe, and then he's like, she like hugs him, and it's so touching, he's like, oh, Peter, my baby, and she's like hugging him, and she's like crying tears of joy and stuff, and he's like, Elizabeth, he's not ours, I have to take him back. And then she just looks at him, it kind of looks like a happy face, but it kind of looks like a, like, let's say if you saw a lion and you were threatening to take its cub, like that really like territorial, like, mine, like, kind of face or something. She just looked up at him, and he's like, at that point, I saw in her eyes what I feared most. He's talking to Olivia, in myself, and I knew I couldn't take him back. And Olivia's kind of just sitting there. I wish there was more Olivia in this episode, I guess, but it's more about Peter anyway, so. And he's like, you have no idea what it's like to lose a child. And then they're just sitting there, and that's the end. So, I hope I didn't forget anything else. I forgot, like, 2 things in this thing. So, yeah, sorry about that. And, because I didn't have the little recap thingy from the French wiki. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Peter, once again. Also, the little trending topic, Fringe movement, Rapid Fringe Hour thing on Twitter. It was really cool. Like, my entire stream was just, like, Fringe and stuff, but unfortunately we couldn't trend it. I don't know why it was like the most active hashtag, and we were all like tweeting and retweeting Fringe, 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 like massively, and like people got like their accounts got jailed. They had to make other accounts just to tweet more about Fringe or something, and we still didn't trend. But later we found out we trended in Boston and Seattle, so that's another step forward to success. I think Fringe Insider said we're gonna start having Twitter parties every week or something. I probably won't be able to do that though because I have homework and like they're in a different time zone than me. Anyway, so yeah, the Fringe movement was pretty cool. I hope you guys wrote the Imagine the Impossibilities on your arms. I did. I have a twit pic. I'll probably put it in the sidebar too. So that was pretty cool. I felt like I had like a giant tattoo on my arm though. It was kind of weird. Anything else? Oh, okay. So the next week's episode, Olivia in the lab with the revolver, looks really, really tight. Like, seriously, I hope there's, like, lots of Olivia or something, but, because they flash back to the kiss thing, and he's like, this whole family unit thing we have going on, I don't want to jeopardize. She's like, me neither. But then she's like, talking to Nia, she's like, I know about Peter, I know the whole story. And then she tells Walter she's going to tell Peter, so she's going to tell Peter. I'm going to shake my computer now, because it's so crazy, and something fell over. So, yeah, that's going to be really awesome. Well, I don't know if it'll be awesome. I mean, the episode will be awesome, but I don't know what's going to happen if she tells Peter. Hopefully he won't get, like, super pissed at her and leave or something. That would totally suck. But that wouldn't happen, because he's a main character. Anyway, I don't know where I'm getting with this. So, just remember to watch Fringe next week on Fox at 9/8 Central. And, yeah. Happy back to Fringe. So, see you guys. Bye!